Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having an amazing day. This is not going to be your typical video that I normally do. And I don't normally, talk about politics and things that are going on in the world on this channel because I feel like I just I don't normally do it. But in the recent months and uh, in the recent in the recent days, there's just been a lot of things going on, and I have kept my mouth shut, and I have not really said anything until now. The reason why I decided to speak up now is because I see a lot of things that are affecting our children, and it bothers me. It just bothers me to my heart. So if you don't want to hear my rant, be free to click off this video because I'm just gonna speak my piece and then we just gonna go from there. But I feel like as long as I keep my mouth shut and I don't say a thing along with other parents and people, then things are not gonna change. So here it goes. Yesterday, there was an announcement at the school district where I live in North Carolina, stating that because of the bus driver shortage, that the high schoolers are no longer able to ride the school bus. They're going to put use the school buses for elementary school kids and middle school kids to get back and forth to school. Well, where does that leave the high schoolers? It was told by the superintendent yesterday that all high schoolers would have to catch public transportation to school. I'm just going to stop there for a minute. Where it does not affect me, because my kids are in middle school and elementary school, it affects nieces and nephews of mine. Not only nieces and nephews of mine, just kids, period. So this happened yesterday when the superintendent gave this announcement about the public transportation. Starting Monday, which is the day after tomorrow, they have to use public transportation to get back and forth to school. What in the world? So why would you do that? Like, here's my opinion on that. Now, 9 times out of 10, these kids have never ever used a public transportation. Ever. Now, mind you, I live in North Carolina. I used to ride public transportation and I hated it. And I was an adult riding it. And I got confused a lot. I had really bad anxiety because I didn't know what was going on. People used to get in fights on the bus and just foolishness. And I didn't like it. But you're going to put our teenagers on the bus? And I have a problem with that. A lot of these kids don't know how to use the public transportation. They may have never used the public transportation. They don't know how to walk to the bus stop. They don't know how to get on the bus and transfer to whatever bus route, other bus they need to get to just to get to school. A lot of these children rely on the school bus, to get them back and forth to school, which they have had used for many, many years. It's sad. It is truly sad because you're throwing these kids in adult situations and they don't even know how to handle it. It bothers me the most because I work on 2 spectrums dealing with children. The first spectrum is I work with babies. I see them born, they're innocent, they're sweet, they're loving. They just want to be loved by their parents. Behavioral-wise, I've seen teenagers who are in a situation where they have no choice but to learn how to be adults. And then when they're thrown in these adult situations and they're not being handled the way people think they should be handled, they put them away like yesterday's meatloaf. And they put them in group homes and they put them in these places that kids ought not be, instead of doing what they need to do to actually help children. I'm also a substitute teacher. I see the kids in the school, and where some of them don't like going to school, some love going to school, some trying to do something to better their lives and just make a name for themselves. So it hits really home, not just because I'm a mother, because I see kids in all aspects. And if we as the adults don't take a stand on helping these children and helping them, because apparently nobody else wants to help them, that bothered me with, you're going to put our children on public transportation? Really? Half of them don't even know how to ride the bus. They don't know how to get there. Granted, they're doing it for free, but you put these parents in a very bad position, because a lot of these parents are not going to let their children get on that public transportation. That means they have to reroute their lives, possibly lose their jobs, possibly lose everything that they have, just to make sure their children are safe. People are not just going to throw their kids out there to the wolves. They're not going to do that. I don't know nobody that's going to do that. Us as parents, we're going to make a way for our children, regardless. Whether we have to get a second job, third job, fourth job, we're going to make sure our children are safe, and we're going to make sure our children are well taken care of. So for people to just think, oh, this is what we're going to do, this is how it's going to be because I said so, and you hadn't even thought to contact parents to even let parents know. Like I was looking on Facebook and everything, and half the parents weren't even formally told. They were told by a Facebook post and told by press conference or whatever. It'd be nice if they would have, kind of put the parents involved. And I know some people may look at this and say, well, you have nothing to worry about. Your children ain't even of high school age. No, but I have nieces and nephews that are of high school age. I have two nephews and a niece that are in high school right now. So it bothers me. It breaks my heart. Not only that, is the care and the lack of precaution that is being taken in the schools. Due to with all this COVID and everything, and I think I'm more aggravated than anything is because I see it firsthand. So not only that, with the kids having to deal with public transportation going to school because the rise of COVID is ridiculous. Now we were told that if our children test positive for COVID, as long as they got the shot, they're able to go back to school. We didn't have to pull our kids out of school. That's the first thing. We didn't have to pull our kids out of school if a child tested positive in their classroom. They would just have to get every other day tests. Because they didn't want kids to miss school and everything. But as a mother, and I'm saying this because I work at the hospital, I see this day in and day out. I refuse to let my children have to deal with this. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, as we go on, there is nothing put in place to ensure the safety of our children. There is nothing put in place to ensure the safety of ourselves. Because everybody says this is how it goes and this is how it should be. And a lot of people are not going to agree with me. And frankly, I'm tired. I don't care. And I guess I'm tired of being quiet about it. And I'm tired of, feeling the way that I feel. And, I pray about it. I do. But if I don't let my voice be heard, if you don't let your voice be heard, if we all as parents don't let our voice be heard, nothing is going to change. And the safety and the well-being of our children is going to get worse and worse and worse. When is it going to be that we are going to take a stand and make sure our children are safe? To make sure our children get through this life and grow up to be 67, 80, 90, 100 years old. Have families of their own. Have careers of their own. And not just have to deal with just because somebody tell us to do something that we do it. Now, mind you, I teach my kids every day. One of the things at their school is, well, not so much now because it's been they put the mask mandate back into place, but when they took masks away from my kids' school, they made it optional. You could wear a mask, you could not. I told my boys, it's not an option. You put that mask on your face and you wear that mask. If somebody tells you to take that mask off, you tell them that your mother said that you had to wear it. Because I don't want my kids getting sick. I've seen too many children be sick. I myself had COVID, and it is not a fun thing. It was not fun for me to go through having COVID. It wasn't fun to see my mother go through it. It wasn't fun for my friend's husband to have it, and everybody else that I know to have it. People's children had it that I know that are close to me. A coworker of mine just lost her stepmother because of it. So this is not a game, y'all. We have got to come together as a nation, as a country, as children of God, and just pray over these babies. Pray over these babies like we ain't never prayed over them before. Because these are trying times, and unless we take a stand and truly, truly, truly put God back where he's supposed to be in our lives and the lives of others, we will just go through for the rest of our lives. And I refuse to let my children go through. I refuse. I'm going to pray for them every day. We're going to pray together. I'm going to pray for all of y'all, all of your kids, all of your family. To the family that has to scaringly put their children on public transportation come Monday, I'm praying for y'all. It is time out for us to stay quiet. And it's time for us to speak up for these children, because ain't nobody else going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is not the type of video that you were expecting from me. I'm at a point where I'm tired of being quiet. Please like and comment. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. But I will say this, all negative comments on this video will be deleted. This is not time for negativity. This is not time for foolishness. This is time for prayer, and this is time for us to hold our children safety close to our hearts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. And as always, God bless. Bye.